Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. Today I wanted to talk about this. There is no downside to safety. None. So, we'll get to that in a minute. Feeling pretty optimistic and hopeful today. I'd like to share that with you. Relax. Breathe. Know that you're going to be okay. Know it. Don't think it. Don't say maybe. Know it. So, there's no downside to safety. And for those people who don't know what the heck I'm talking about, I've been saying for a long time that the perception of danger is what is creating symptoms. When the brain perceives danger, it's the brain's job to turn on a warning signal, and symptoms are those warning signals. Now, in some cases, the perception of danger is real, it's actual, there is legitimate real threat. I had food poisoning, real threat, perception of danger, symptoms, stomach pain, and you know what happens next, right? Comes out both ends. Anyway, but in many cases, especially in the case of chronic pain or symptoms, the perception of danger is false. It's a misperception. It's based on misinformation and fear. And in the case of chronic pain, chronic symptoms, the fear and the attention keeps that perception of danger going, which makes things persistent or chronic. And so, since the perception of danger is the challenge, safety is the solution. And I know safety is a single word, and it's like, well, what the heck do you mean by safety? Do I need to wear an orange vest so I can cross the street without getting hit? No, I don't mean in that regard, but teaching the brain that we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. You are going to be okay. And there's no downside to believing that, right? And some people go, well, Dan, I actually had a conversation today where somebody goes, yeah, but Dan, you're going to tell somebody with cancer that safety is a solution? No, I don't claim that this cures disease. I'm not saying this is a cure for cancer. I'd be sued up the wazoo if I did that. No, clearly cancer is a disease that requires medical attention. However, you can't tell me that a solid mindset and a belief that you're going to get well is not helpful. There's no downside to teaching your brain, I'm going to get through this cancer. Because if you think the opposite, it's probably not going to go as well, right? Because when we are in despair, doom and gloom and fear, the immune system doesn't work as well. On the contrary, there's no downside to trusting that you're going to be okay. Only benefit, no downside. So, as it relates to everything from good old boring back pain like I had for 13 years to the most extreme wild cases, I am feeling more optimistic that the simple approach that I'm teaching can really help. A couple cases. Angela Hepp. Brilliant success story. Unbelievable success. She overcame so much and proved to me the power of the brain perceiving safety in its ability to allow the body to heal. The body can heal from most everything. Cancers, I'm not claiming that again. But even things that appear real, significant, you can see them. They are measurably visible, accurate, true medical conditions, physical conditions, deterioration of connective tissues. Those things can heal when the brain feels safe. So Angie's success story is brilliant. Go to my YouTube channel, search Pain Free You, Angie. Watch that success story. I'm so proud of her. And she taught me so much. She taught me that we can do so much more than just turn off pain. or turn off migraines or fix digestive issues. We're talking about real healing can happen when the brain feels safe. And so I had somebody today just in the group coaching. They just announced, hey, Dan, this is going to be my last session. But this person 4.5 months ago said, if you look at my book, I've got a section of the book where I list all of the possible symptoms that could be caused by mind-body cause, the brain perceiving danger. This person said I had all but 5. It was like 40 some odd symptoms. They said I had every single one of them at one time or another. And they're leaving the group because they're feeling so good. Not 100%, but boy, they've gotten rid of like 46 symptoms. How? Simple, safety, consistently, belief, trust. And again, this is a person who overcame 40 some odd symptoms in 4.5 months. So if they can do that, if Angie can do what she did, you can get better too. You will get better. Trust the process. Trust your brain and your human body to know what to do. We got to get the fear and the terror out of the way, because that is not beneficial, because when a brain is terrified, it does not operate the human machinery well. The nervous system can get dysregulated, and we can get, false alarms, and we can even get some legitimate symptoms and conditions in the body. But I do believe, after seeing it over and over again, that with consistent safety and teaching the brain we're going to be okay, the brain can get out of the way and allow the body to heal. And it's happening more and more. And I'm seeing it more and more, which means I'm becoming more and more optimistic and hopeful and trusting that this stuff works, folks. And it's going to work for you too. You're going to get better. Trust it. Teach your brain. Trust your body. It knows what to do. There's no benefit in fear, freak out, panic, despair, doom and gloom, predicting your own demise. There's no benefit in that. Unfortunately, if your brain believes that your body's messed up and that you're at risk of, breaking every time you move your body, the brain's going to do its job. It's going to take what you believe and act as if that's true. I had an interesting conversation with the lady in the group coaching tonight. She's convinced that moving her body is going to cause another fracture, a stress fracture, a compression fracture, because she's got osteoporosis. So the brain is turning on pain to keep this person safe, to keep this person from moving, because this person is convinced and the brain believes movement is dangerous. I'm going to break if I move. And so this person's still in the thick of it. They're still deep in despair. But we had a great conversation. And I do believe the brain's doing a wonderful job acting on the information it has, which is osteoporosis. You've had compression fractures, and you need to be safe. So the best way to keep you safe is pain. Turn on the alarms so you don't move. The brain's doing its job. But that fear and that perception of danger is not keeping the person safe. They're keeping that person from living. This person says, I wake up pain-free. In the mornings, I'm pain-free. The more they move, the more the brain goes, oh no, we're doing that scary thing called movement. Danger, danger. Pain goes on. What is it doing? Trying to get this person to stop moving. And to me, it makes perfect sense. What's going on? The brain is operating on fear and misinformation. And so, I'm eternally optimistic that with few exceptions, legitimate disease, with few exceptions, I believe everybody can get better. But even in the case of legitimate disease, I do believe that the safety mindset, mentally, emotionally, physically, treating ourselves with kindness, responding to symptoms as gracefully and as calm and reassuringly as possible, and shifting our attention to doing fun things with fun people and living our lives, and wrapping that all in a mindset that says, I'm going to be okay, even in legitimate disease. That mindset, which we can call Safety has no downside at all. So embrace your inner strength. Embrace that courage that comes with knowing I'm going to be okay. So again, my optimism grows the more I see people getting better, the more examples of wild and crazy stories of people getting better. 46 symptoms disappearing in 4.5 months. Holy crap. That's amazing. Angie, coming from the brink of death, literally about to go to hospice, and now, homeschooling 3 kids, working a homestead, raising goats and chickens, and thriving. Going from barely being able to take a step on a walker to being able to run, connective tissue disorders, healing to the point where she's loading rocks into a wheelbarrow on the homestead. Unbelievable stories are happening. Key message, safety, and teaching the brain that we're going to be okay allowed the bodies to heal. And in many cases, classic TMS, there's nothing to heal. But even in the case where there might be a downstream effect of a dysregulated nervous system, you resolve that with safety. You get the nervous system back on balance, and the body will take care of itself. And I'm seeing that more and more. And I'm eternally optimistic and positive that you can get well. Just take that leap. It's not a leap of faith. It's a leap of accurate knowledge that our natural state is health. But our natural mental and emotional state is not terror. And so let's get in balance. Let's get our mental and emotional state to be calm, safety, trust, belief. I can do this. Optimism, hope. And see what happens. The body's going to follow suit. And you're probably going to start feeling better than you have in a long time. So I'm going to wrap it up there. But there's no downside to safety. None. So I love you folks. And as always, I will see you tomorrow. Take care.